Hey everybody, it's time to go over timesheets. If you work at a company, have a company, you got to have people enter in hours, enter in times. It's always a pain. How are you going to set up your timesheets, get your information back into your payroll system and make it work? Well, I've got solutions to this because Sprapps are the solution to all of these things, and I will show you how a blank template for timesheets can end up looking great, like a bunch of stuff showing you hours and weeks and days and all kinds of information. So this is something I've had for several years, but I keep changing around and making it better all the time. Whatever company you have, you're going to have a lot of specific details. I'm going to run you through an example for using my company fake information, just whatever, messing around, to show you how it would work in a construction company type environment, right? So say you run a construction company and you've got a bunch of different jobs that you go out and do at different places. You got to name them. I named mine payroll Sprapp, job costing development, training instructions, and now timesheet Sprapp, as I'm working on projects in my construction business. These are potential employees. You could write in anything, you know, your name, right? These are fake companies. Actually, yeah, they're all fake. These are types of work that you would do on these construction jobs. And this is sometimes stuff. So you would enter in this information here. Then you would have it available here. You'd say, all right, well, who are my employees? Who's going to fill out my timesheet today? You go here in yellow, you click, you're going to get a drop down arrow on the right, use the mouse. I'm Ken, and I'm working for Sprapps Co. today. What are the job names? You click here and you're going to get the validation list that's right here. You know, all that stuff right there. Job name, I'm working on the timesheet Sprapp right now. What's today? Today is April 25th. Now the reason it's showing as X's is because I've got a pivot table up here that'll show you how that works in a second. But there's my date. What type of work am I doing? I'm doing, really none of those fit. So I would go and say, all right, I'm really doing a different type of work. You would insert a cell and shift it down if you want. I'm doing a video, right? So now, video is right there. How many regular hours? Now you have options of typing in. I just, you know, you don't want to worry about time in and time out. You don't care. You could just type it here. I'm going to do probably 1.5 hours, right? No overtime, no double time. I could do a description said, showed how to enter in time. Showed how to enter in time. Okay. I could do my time in, time out if I wanted to. I could say that I started this at 10 a.m. and ended at, and if you don't want to scroll through it all again, just grab this, go copy. Just did Control-C, Control-V, and it'll start you at the time you were. So now I know it's like 11:30, right? Let's expand that out. I'll fix all those column widths if they ever. So it says that I use 1.5 hours. This is an in-time version. I got some formulas I'll explain later to people who are interested if you want to purchase this or want me to build one for you. They're not, I sell these things at like 10 to 20 bucks each. You just put in your company information and you're done with it, unless you want to do something else more extensive with it. So you can do that, anything. And then what's great is you go up here and you refresh, and you end up with, it's going to show weeks. It'll say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday there, whatever, and give you a whole week out here. And how many hours you worked in your total. When you're done, it ends up looking like this. Here's a period of time that's greater than a week, but it's 18 hours worth of work, I guess. I don't know, in this fake scenario. And these are some things that I did, you know, right, in details. So you could say, how much did I spend on the timesheet Sprapp? In this alternate universe, I spent 2 hours. On what day was that? That was on 4/24. How much about job costing? I worked 4 hours here, 3 hours here. Those are 2 different days, different weeks. But you can look at this any way you want. And you can build slicers for other things. You can put descriptions in here. So like if you go to the field list, and you grab description as one of these columns and you put it under rows. Okay, this will break because I have this over here. So I put this pivot table up here so that you can only see small amounts of data. If you ever need this thing to get bigger, you got to insert rows like this here. Because what we've got is all your times there, and this thing can get as big as it wants. When I bring description in, it should work now. Yeah, see now all the descriptions of everything end up showing. This is a bad color for this. You can change all the colors and formattings any way you want to do anything you want. That's a little better. You can then expand out this so that you don't have those. Whoop, we don't want to do that. Sometimes this stuff will blow up on you if you got a lot of descriptions and things like that. Well, we'll bring that back over here. If you ever get stuck like that where you're expanded way out and you're scared, you don't know what to do, if you click on the column and you right click and you go to column widths and type in a number that's like 20 or something, it's going to shrink it to the column width that's reasonable. So this stuff is how you do timesheets. It's how I've done timesheets in every job I've ever had or had to help people keeping track of their timesheets. And it really works great. And you can keep it to the minute, and there's other things I can build into it. So if you want more information, you can email me, ken@kenstock.com, or watch more videos, or do whatever, because your timesheet process should not be a pain. It should be easy, refresh, and done.